Hello students, in this video I am going to explain you about the Jahn-Teller distortion. We know as far as geometry of molecules are concerned, molecules are divided into two types, linear molecules and non-linear molecules. In non-linear molecules, any non-linear molecule possessing here, any non-linear molecule system, molecular system possessing degenerate electronic configurations will be unstable. It may undergo some kind of distortion. This electron configuration is going to undergo some kind of distortion that is not there in the original form, that is converted into a distorted form. So that kind of distortion is said to be Jahn-Teller distortion. Jahn-Teller distortion is a phenomena in which any nonlinear molecular system possessing a degenerate electron configuration or degenerate electron state will be unstable and it will undergo some kind of distortion. Due to this Jahn-Teller distortion, molecular symmetry lowers and it gets some stability. Okay, now in the Jahn-Teller distortion, where Jahn-Teller distortion is there, where slight distortion is present, where strong distortion is present, which electron configuration is going to strong distortion, slight distortion or no distortion. It all depends on the conditions of that electronic state. So we will observe that point. See here, particularly in octahedral complexes, there are two types of orbitals are present after splitting, T2g and EG. In this, in T2g, we observe symmetric and unsymmetric conditions. So what are symmetric conditions? According to Ohm's rule, which configuration is stable? Half-filled or full-filled electron configuration is stable. Here, as far as symmetric criteria, if an orbital contains no electrons, half-filled configuration or full-filled configuration are symmetric. Remaining all are unsymmetric electronic conditions. See here, T2g means 3 orbitals, a set of 3 degenerate orbitals. No electrons is symmetric condition, half-filled condition is symmetric and full-filled condition is also a symmetric condition. Remaining all are 1, 2, 4, 5 are unsymmetric conditions. So as far as EG orbitals are concerned, no orbitals, EG means 2. So no orbitals symmetric, full-filled also symmetric. And 1, 3 are unsymmetric. Now see in the case of half-filled, here one exception you need to remember. EG2 configuration, particularly in EG2 configuration, where it should be stable means in high spin complexes it should be stable. You remember this point for your applications. High spin complexes are formed in presence of weak ligands. In the case of low spin complexes, it should be unstable. So these are the symmetric and unsymmetric conditions for an octahedral complex to understand Jahn-Teller distortion, where no distortion, strong distortion and slight distortions are possible. Here we will observe some more conditions to apply this concept to complexes. Here we have different type of conditions to observe the magnitude of Jahn-Teller distortion, particularly in octahedral complexes. See, if T2g and EG orbitals of a given complex is both are symmetric. If both are symmetric, there is no Jahn-Teller distortion. There is no distortion. If both are symmetric condition, there is no distortion. If T2g is unsymmetric, means lower energy state is unsymmetric and higher energy state is symmetric, we expect a slight distortion. So in this condition, what kind of distortion you have? Slight distortion. If T2g is symmetric, EG is symmetric. Remember a point, if unsymmetry is there in higher energy state, that should be a strong, that leads to a strong distortion. That leads to a strong distortion. So Eg unsymmetric strand, Eg unsymmetric strand, irrespective of the symmetry criteria of T2G. So these are the conditions for different orbitals. Now we will try to understand Jahn-Teller distortion using this chart. Now we are going to apply our Jahn-Teller conditions to different systems, high spin systems and low spin systems. Before going to understand this concept, you go through with the crystal field theory. Why? Because how electronic arrangements are present in presence of weak ligand and in presence of strong ligand, particularly in octahedral complexes. First you go through with that. After that you come here. See here where no distortion, slight distortion and strong distortion appears. See students, already we have the symmetric conditions. T2G1 means unsymmetric, EG0 is symmetric. So in this way you have to find. It is unsymmetric, it is symmetric. And next one, T2G3 symmetric, symmetric. Like that you can write all. After that, so T2G unsymmetric, EG symmetric means you may expect a slight distortion. We have the conditions. Let's go through with that. Same condition, slight distortion. Both are symmetric. There is no distortion. Both are symmetric conditions. There is no distortion. The same thing will be appears in low spin complexes also. Here slight distortion. Why? Because T2G1 is unsymmetrical configuration, EG0 is a symmetrical configuration. Here also, here also. So from D1 to D3, irrespective of the nature of the ligand or irrespective of the nature of the complex, Jahn-Teller distortion is the same. Now for D4, you know, fourth electron is coming to Eg orbital rather than pair up in high spin complexes. High spin complexes are formed in presence of weak ligand. So it is unsymmetric, it is symmetric. You know, if Eg is unsymmetric, there will be a strong distortion. Strong distortion. Here Eg2 is there. Eg2 is in high spin. Eg2 is in high spin. Eg2 in high spin, that is symmetric. So you have the this point already in our condition. Okay, here it is also symmetric, so there is no distortion. It is no distortion condition. And now here unsymmetric, symmetric, slight distortion, unsymmetric, symmetric, slight distortion. And now here it is symmetric, it also symmetric. Now no distortion. Is that? No distortion. Symmetric, unsymmetric, strong distortion because unsymmetry is there in higher energy level. So both are symmetric, no distortion. So these are the conditions. Now in low spin complexes we will write. So here see Eg3 it is symmetric and Eg3 is unsymmetric. So strong distortion. Here no distortion. So irrespective of the nature of the ligand and the nature of the complex, D9, D10 configurations are also same. Now, here unsymmetric, symmetric, T2G unsymmetric, slight distortion. Again slight. Both are here. See, both are symmetric. Slight no distortion. Sorry, no distortion. And here strong distortion. Here also strong distortion. Why? Because Eg2 is unsymmetric in low spin complex. It is the exceptional case. So you have to remember this point very carefully. This is the way to represent no distortion, slight distortion and strong distortion conditions for the given electron configuration in high spin and low spin complexes. Now we will apply this concept to complexes. Okay. See, in this octahedral complex, manganese 25 is the atomic number. After argon, 3d5 4s2 is the electron configuration. Is the oxidation state here? Mn plus 3, 6 minus 3. Negative ligand, negative charge is there. Simply we can subtract. So 3d, 2 electrons from 4s, 1 electron from 3d. So 3d4. d4 is the configuration. And 6 is the coordination member. Octahedral complex. Weak ligand is 0. So in crystal field is pretty. T2G is lower energy state, Eg is a higher energy state. 4 electrons, how they will accommodate? 1, 2, 3. So it is T2G, it is Eg. Electron is not going to pair up, it is going to excite. It excites to higher energy level. So what is the configuration, students? T2G3, Eg1. T2G3 is symmetric condition, Eg1 is unsymmetric condition. We expect the strong distortion. According to Jahn-Teller distortion, what is the kind of distortion? Strong distortion. Okay. Next, another example. See, in this complex, central metal ion is iodine, atomic number 26, Ad6 4s0, sorry 4s2. Oxidation state is how much? Wait. Yes, this ferricyanide one. Oxidation state is 6 minus 3 Fe3 plus. Fe3 plus. So 2 electrons from 4s, 1 electron is from removal of 1 electron is from d orbital. How much? How many electrons are there in d orbital? 5. So d5 system, coordination number 6, octahedral complex. Cyanide is a strong ligand. So these d5 electrons, how they are attracted? So 1, 2, 3, and fourth one is going to pair up because strong ligand is present. Under the influence of strong ligand, electrons are going to pair up against a wholesome. So five electrons are arranged in this way. So now the configuration is T2G has 5 electrons, Eg has no electrons. It is unsymmetric condition, it is symmetric condition. Which kind of distortion? Slight distortion. Okay, I think you understand this concept. So you go through with Jahn-Teller distortion, you can apply this concept to many octahedral complexes. Thank you.